Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now, and I'm here today with Mike Sandoz, lead singer and songwriter from the indie rock band Dead Day Revolution, also known as DDR. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous today. I want to congratulate you on being the first winner in our second Reverb Nation featured artist contest.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having us on today.
We selected you because I love your rockin' sound. I listen to all your songs on SoundCloud, and your music is awesome. It's so varied. I agree with your fans that I really like Bury My Soul, but I couldn't decide between my second faves are either Wait or On Our Own.
Cool, that's cool. Yeah, Bury My Soul is the fave among most people I talk to. So
For those in the audience who don't know Dead Day Revolution, how would you describe your music?
we're pretty much, I would say, straight up rock and roll. Some people describe us as punk, but I think it's more the attitude than the music. I don't even really listen to punk music. But I would say rock and roll or alternative rock because we do have like a varied range of stylistic songs and stuff.
Well, you are the band's songwriter, and your bio says this is your first band. I can't believe it. Why did you wait so long to form a band?
Well, I never really lived around people that were kind of like-minded, and I moved to Los Angeles in 2009. And when I got here, like the first week, I met Zoe Taylor, who was our original bass player, and I didn't have any tattoos, and she was a tattoo artist. So I got like a three-quarter sleeve in 2 days, and we became like best friends after that. And then she introduced me to her brother, and they grew up playing music, and so they heard my songs, and I asked if they wanted to start a band, and they were like, yeah. So yeah, a little late in the game, but I mean, whatever works. I'm still here.
Awesome. So that's a little bit of the backstory. So tell us the backstory behind the band that you're playing with now. How did everybody meet? I love when great things come together.
Yeah, so Zoe left the band like maybe a year and a half into it, and we went through a few temporary bass players, and I always had my eye on Christian because he's in the scene here, and he and Skeeter used to be in another band called the Vicious Licks, and I've been trying to recruit Christian for a while, and finally got him to come play with the band. I guess about a year ago, and things have been really like moving, taking off since he joined the band. It's a really good fit.
Well, it shows and it sounds amazing. What's your musical background? Do you have any training?
No, I'm self-taught guitarist and singer, um, and Skeeter is too. He's self-taught, and I think Christian has the most like theory background. You know, he grew up playing music too. Both of them grew up playing, and but I taught myself. Skeeter taught himself, and Christian, I think his dad showed him a lot of the theory. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he's always trying to explain to me, or ask me what chord I'm playing, and I'm like, I don't know, man, it's this. you know. I think he gets a little frustrated with me sometimes, but what are you gonna do? It's just music.
So you just picked up the guitar at what age?
I must have been like 13 or 14, and I had like begged for a guitar for like 3 Christmases, and finally got one, and just started learning, just picking out notes really.
Well, you say that you're a rock band, alternative, and just a little bit of punk, so you must have some pretty interesting music influences. Who are they?
Well, like for myself, I grew up listening to like to the Smashing Pumpkins and Nine Inch Nails and Iron Maiden, and I went through like this little country phase. But like more recently, in the last 5 years or so, I've been listening to more like Roy Orbison and a lot of older country, a lot of old singers like the Platters and the Andrews Sisters and some Mahalia Jackson. She's like an amazing gospel singer. You know, I'm just a lot of these influences have been coming really from like Skeeter and Zoe because they have such a huge like musical background, and so I always get like new inspirations from Skeeter. Now he's like, hey, check this out, and he'll always send me a link. You know, he's really into like the New York punk, the '70s New York punk scene, and he played a lot of rockabilly growing up, and I think his favorite bands are like Deep Purple and who else? Buddy Rich is his favorite drummer. There's a big wide range of artists out there that we listen to. So
No wonder your music is so varied. That's all over the map.
yeah.
Well, you have a website and a lot of social media accounts. How do you take advantage of the internet to reach new fans and tell people about your music?
I've done like a lot of Facebook like research and Twitter research, and I've run like a bunch of Facebook, like ad campaigns and stuff like that to really get the word out because we haven't actually released our album yet. So if you want anybody to listen to it, you really got to tell them that you exist. And I think a lot of bands forget to do that. But yeah, basically just marketing and advertising our band through Facebook and Twitter.
Well, since Amuse Now is about artists helping artists, what advice do you have for other indie bands who are trying to make a name for themselves?
Well, don't spread yourself too thin. I know a lot of bands and a lot of artists who play in like 5 different bands here in LA, and it's like everyone's afraid to commit to one thing. So, this is my first band. It'll probably be my last band, and you just have to decide to commit to one thing that you really believe in, and I think you'll be good to go. You know.
Sage advice. So, you say you're releasing an album soon. What is up next for Dead Day Revolution?
Well, in February, we're going to be officially releasing our first album called On Our Own. And we've been sitting on it for like 2 or 3 years because I've been waiting to get the budget together to hire a publicist. And so we're finally going to do the album campaign, and we hired Leslie Zimmerman of Leslie Z Media here in LA, and she's going to be doing our album release campaign. So we're really excited about that. And we're making a official video also for Vampire Blues coming up in the next month or so. We're trying to get it released for October 31st, but there's so many moving parts with that. We're not sure if we can get it out by then, but that's our goal. And actually, in next week, we're going to be playing the Temecula Valley International Film Festival, which I'm going to be there the whole time, all 4 or 5 days, just networking and stuff like that. And we perform on Friday, so pretty excited about that too.
Well, it'll be a great time. That sounds like fun. Well, Mike, I had a fabulous time getting to know you today. I can't wait for the release of your album. You'll have to keep in touch, so maybe we can promote a little bit over here too. And I look forward to hearing your music and maybe coming down to LA and seeing you play.
That'd be cool. You never know, we might make it to where you are. Where you at, Portland?
Yeah, the Pacific Northwest, wine country. I'm a native of Los Angeles, so every once in a while I do come down, but I'll tell you, I like to come back here too.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Cool. Well, thanks a lot for having us on.
Well, I wish you all good things. Good night.
Thanks. See ya.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now. This featured artist presentation has been brought to you by Amused Now Entertainment, a website that enables artists to profit from their creativity. To learn more about Amused Now, visit us at www.amusednow.com or email me at ccon@amusednow.com.